In 2020, there's lots of new displays featuring a 1.4Hz refresh rate with a 1 millisecond response time. This is no different. Right here is the AOC monitor, which is featuring a 1 millisecond response time on a VA panel, 1800R curvature, at a 144Hz refresh rate. So let's jump right in.
So starting off with the price of this monitor, it costs $399 in Singapore. It's not too bad, coming with its height adjustable stand for this price. For the things that you do get with this monitor, you get a power cable, VGA cable, HDMI cable, DP cable, and menus and a CD. All very good, as this provides you with all the necessary cables to hook up the monitor. For its specifications, it has a 1920 by 1080 resolution display on a 27-inch screen at 144Hz, a 1 millisecond response time on a VA panel. It also achieves a peak brightness of 250 nits that is quite common out there. Its sRGB coverage is 102% with an Adobe RGB coverage of 75%. The display also has an 1800R curvature and is VESA mountable via 100 by 100 mm VESA mount. For the stand, it has a swivel adjustment of 34 to -34 degrees, tilt adjustment of -4 to 21.5, and a height adjustment of 130 mm. For its inputs, it has two HDMI 1.4s, one DisplayPort 1.2, and only a VGA connection. On the extreme right hand side is a DC power in for its inbuilt PSU. For the unboxing experience, it's quite good using this normal strap method. Open the top of the box and pull out cables and menus provided. Then just pull on the foam housing and peel the tape, and pull the top half of the foam packaging apart, and then you'll see the back of the curved monitor. That'll be when you attach your assembled stand to. For the assembly of the stand, everything is quite simple and it's all toolless, which is a great plus if you say you don't have tools on hand to assemble this monitor. The stand is toolless, and the clipping from the stand to the monitor is also toolless. You can release it via a button, which is great. Now for the screen. Testing it with the UFO test, there's a fair bit of ghosting on the screen. However, this is a 1 millisecond display that came out in 2018 that was targeted for budget gamers, so this is fairly acceptable, however not really ideal. For the G-Sync compatibility, running NVIDIA's Pendulum test, it does not seem to be G-Sync compatible, as there is noticeable flickering with G-Sync compatibility turned on. You can also notice this when I was playing BeamNG Drive, where the FPS was varying all the time, and you can see random flickers and dark spots. So this display is only FreeSync compatible, not G-Sync. The display also has noticeable backlight bleed around the edges of the display and around 4 patches in the center. This is quite a common issue that a lot of people reported when they bought the monitor. The colors on this monitor is okay, but not really great compared to an IPS display, so you don't really want to use this for video work such as video editing or photo editing. It's good enough for gamers. It being 1080p and stretched out on a 27-inch display, some text will look pixelated due to the lower PPI, which is called pixel per inch, as they're taking a 1080p resolution and stretching it out. Normally for 1080p, you want to get a 24-inch monitor and not a 27 one or anything bigger than that, as you'll be able to see the individual pixels. For display quality, it's okay for it being a cheap monitor, but it's not really something that's going to blow your mind away. For the OSD, it's alright, but not the most straightforward system to use, pairing with its buttons on the bottom of the display, as it's not really a clear way to differentiate which one is the power button, except for the small writings at the bottom of the monitor. Though it's not as simple to use compared to something like the nipple system on MSI monitors. However, you can get used to it after a while and it's quite fine, I guess. For the power indication LED, it's quite simple, very small, it's neat, I do like it. So some of the things that can be improved on this monitor, one is definitely the backlight. The backlight does ruin the experience a bit on this monitor, though it's not really noticeable while you're playing games. It's still there if you say you're watching a video with some black scenes in it. VGA is not really needed. I understand it's from 2018, but VGA is really quite useless nowadays, and it'd be better off replacing it with additional DP port or Type-C port. What I find great about this monitor is the inclusion of a high adjustable stand with toolless mounting. So to assemble the stand, you don't really need any tools at all. All you need is just your hands just to do it. The stand clips onto the monitor tootlessly, so it's great. It makes assembly of the monitor really fast. The built-in power supply is great as it reduces cable clutter.
So overall, this monitor here is somewhat alright. If you say you're just looking for a budget monitor for like your normal gaming use and what, this is good enough. It's not the best monitor out there, but it's just good enough. Basically, the overall standards of this monitor is good enough except for the stand. If you have more budget to spend on a monitor, I would recommend MSI Optix MAG 271CQR. That would be a great alternative compared to this monitor over here, as it has a 1440p resolution instead of a 1080p one. So your image is going to be much more crisper. So if you guys enjoyed this review, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.